Once upon a time, there was a remote village tucked away in the depths of a dense, foreboding forest. The villagers lived a quiet and peaceful life, far from the chaos of the outside world. But their peaceful existence was shattered when a series of creepy disappearances began to haunt the village. It all started with Old Man Jenkins, the village elder who was known for his wisdom and kindness. One morning, the villagers woke up to find his house empty, with no sign of him anywhere. The village was puzzled, but they assumed he had gone on a journey and would return soon. But days turned into weeks, and there was still no sign of Old Man Jenkins. The villagers searched every nook and cranny of the forest, calling out his name, but it was as if he had vanished without a trace. As the days went by, more and more villagers started to go missing. Young and old, they disappeared one by one, leaving behind their bewildered families and friends. Rumors spread like wildfire through the village. Some believed that a malevolent spirit was lurking in the forest, snatching people away in the dead of night. Others thought it was a curse that had befallen the village for some unknown reason. Fear gripped the hearts of the villagers, and they began to avoid venturing into the forest altogether. The once lively village turned into a ghost town, with the remaining inhabitants living in constant terror. Among the villagers was a young girl named Lily, who refused to let fear consume her. Determined to unravel the mystery behind the creepy disappearances, she began to investigate. Lily spent hours in the village library, poring over old records and books, searching for any clue that could explain the strange occurrences. She stumbled upon a dusty journal from decades ago, written by a villager who had experienced a similar wave of disappearances long ago. The journal spoke of a peculiar occurrence that took place every 50 years. A malevolent spirit known as the Vanisher was said to haunt the village, preying on its residents and dragging them into another realm. According to the journal, the spirit was drawn to despair and fear. It fed on the negative emotions of the villagers, growing stronger with each disappearance. The only way to defeat it, as written in the journal, was to confront it with courage and hope. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Lily decided to face the malevolent spirit head-on. She gathered the remaining villagers, explaining what she had learned from the old journal. Some were skeptical, but others were willing to try anything to save their loved ones. Together, they devised a plan. They would create an elaborate festival in the heart of the village, celebrating hope and joy. The villagers would come together, sharing stories of bravery and happiness, hoping to dispel the darkness that had taken hold of their community. As the festival began, the village was adorned with colorful decorations, and joyful laughter filled the air. Lily stood at the center, addressing the crowd with a heartwarming speech about unity and the strength they had within them. But as the night fell, a hushed silence settled over the village. The forest seemed to loom closer, and the villagers held their breath, waiting for the malevolent spirit to strike. Suddenly, a faint wisp of smoke appeared in the distance, swirling and twisting into a dark figure. The Vanisher had arrived. The villagers' hearts pounded with fear, but they refused to back down. Lily stepped forward, her voice steady as she faced the malevolent spirit. "We will not succumb to fear," Lily declared boldly. "We are a community that stands united in hope and courage. You have no power over us." The spirit roared, its shadowy form growing larger and more menacing. It reached out to snatch the nearest villager, but Lily and the others stood firm, locking arms and forming a protective barrier. As they held hands, a warm and brilliant light enveloped the village. The spirit recoiled, unable to withstand the force of hope and courage radiating from the villagers. With one final ear-piercing scream, the malevolent spirit dissipated into the night, leaving behind a sense of relief and triumph. The creepy disappearances came to an end, and the village slowly returned to its former vibrancy. Lily became a symbol of hope and strength, and her bravery inspired the villagers to face any challenges that came their way. Years passed, and the village remained free from the malevolent spirit's grasp. Lily's tale became a legend, passed down from generation to generation, a reminder that courage and hope could conquer even the darkest of nightmares. And so the village thrived, forever united by the memory of their darkest hour, where they overcame the malevolent spirit through the power of unity, hope, and the unbreakable spirit of humanity.